Howdy, name's Rainfall. You know, over the last 7 years that I've been working in construction, I have discovered that bandsaws are extremely annoying to use. They make absolutely no sense. Like, it looks like you're holding the bandsaw exactly straight. Like, this thing should be going down perfectly on the conduit or the tubing or the pipe or whatever it is that you might be cutting. But whenever you get done, it still looks like this. It's ridiculous. It looks horrible, and sometimes pipe fittings won't even fit correctly. So I discovered a long time ago that there is a way that you can make sure that your conduit is going to be cut perfectly straight without having to use a Sharpie or a protractor or the confounded James Webb telescope or any of that. Excuse the fact, by the way, that it is raining. Of course it's trying to rain while I'm trying to make a video, and there's also a bunch of road noise, so forgive me for that. Let me go ahead and put the camera on the tripod here because I haven't paid the cameraman this week. Anyways, all right, so whenever you assay yourself to measure conduit, to cut it at 24.5 inches. You always pull out the old Sharpie. You always pull out the marker. You always pull out a pencil or something to that effect. I tell you don't. Instead, take you some electrical tape and pull off, because it's nice and flat on either side, nice and straight. You can guarantee that it's going to be straight. So, pull you off a little bit. Measure, I said 24.5 inches, right? 24.5 inches. Take your tape, place it right there on 24.5 inches, the edge of it, and then you just roll your tape. And don't roll it so that you can see layers of tape. Roll it so that it all looks like one strip, and make it nice and straight. Make sure you're rolling it on there straight. It's kind of hard to mess this up. That's kind of why I've used this method, because I'm dumb as a bag of hammers, and so I tried to idiot-proof the process of cutting it. And you don't have to make it as long as I did. I made it unnecessarily long. But this is a piece of 1/2-inch tube, and I could have made it a lot shorter than that. But you got a nice straight edge that you can cut on that isn't a mark all the way around it, an indelible mark that you might have also marked crooked because, you know, your hand isn't exactly straight. So, take that, and then we're going to cut it with the bandsaw. Before we put on the bandsaw, we're going to put on our glasses, because this thing is propelling metal shavings at high speeds in every direction, and you don't usually see them, but you'll know whenever one hits you, because it's going to hit you in the eye, and that's going to be very hard to get out. So please wear safety glasses whenever you're using this kind of stuff. All right, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Camera right there where you can actually confound see the action going on before your very eyes and ears here. Keep your hands 4 inches away from the blade. Do not get your hands too close to it. Put your bandsaw blade right there on the edge of the tape, like so. And just don't cut the tape. Just have it in your mind, you're not going to cut the tape. And look at there. Purty as you want to look at, boy, I tell you something. Straight as it can be. And then you ream the burrs off the edge of the pipe. Some people use a pipe reamer. I hate pipe reamers. Pipe reamers are an absolute joke. They're effectively just noob scam, because the teeth will break off of them, and honestly, if you just take the grips off of your channel locks, you can ream most anything. Like if you got something that's bigger than 1/2 inch, like it's 3/4, you could stick your grips, your handles down into the pipe and then do this little number with it and ream it that way. You don't need to buy a pipe reamer. Pipe reamers are just a waste of money. But anyways, ream your pipe, make it nice and burr free, and look how straight that is. With a piece of electrical tape. Because I'm an electrician and I have those sorts of things in my bag. Anyways, I wanted to make this video for a little bit because I have a helper who, even though I have told him 100 times, do not bring me a piece of conduit that is cut as crooked as a snake, he still does it anyways, because he cannot for the life of him figure out how to cut straight. So I showed him my tape trick, and it made him a new man, honestly. It's absolutely fabulous, the transition that has gone on in that man right there. So I'll leave you. Have a nice day, and take these blasted cats with you. Tired of them getting into my begonias and taking a poop.